Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's client tutorial is going to be of the lovely Juanita. So heaps of you were requesting a client tutorial with a woman with color. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I'm just going to get straight ahead and get started. So for primer, I'm using the Benefit Porefessional. I'm just using that on a stippling brush because I really wanted a smooth and flawless base. She had quite a bit of open pores, so this primer is absolutely amazing for that. And then I'm just spraying her face with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in the scent Jasmine, and I've been obsessed with this stuff ever since I started using it. I'll have a discount code down below if you're interested in buying it. And then for foundation, I'm pretty sure I used NC45 mixed with NW45. If I'm wrong, I'll leave it down below for sure in the description box. But yeah, all I'm doing is just applying that to her face and blending it out with a damp beauty blender. And then to correct the darkness on her lid and just below her eyes, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the orange color. And as you can see, I'm just applying that to her under eye area and on her lid, and then I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender. And then using my favorite concealer, I'm using the Maybeline Fit Me in the shade 30. And I'm just using that to conceal her under eye area. And then I decided to go and highlight her face because it's like the perfect shade for her skin tone for highlighting as well. So I went down the bridge of her nose, a bit on her forehead, Cupid's bow, and on her chin. And then of course just blending everything all together with a damp beauty blender. And then I'm just adding a little bit on her eyelids and blending it out with like a small kabuki style brush just to prime her lids. So this is actually a little trick that I learned myself when I very first did a woman with color. So I'm just placing that concealer that I used to highlight straight underneath where I would usually contour, and then I'm blending it out. And then you'll see later when I go to contour her face, it's so much easier to map out the area and to make it look really nicely contoured. But anyways, right now I'm just making sure everything's blended out seamlessly. So I'm just using like the little kabuki brush to blend out all the creases underneath her eyes so everything is perfect. And then I'm baking her concealer with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Her friend was actually here, well, our friend, and he was like, what the hell are you doing? He was so baffled as to why I was doing this. But then when I wiped it off, he was like, oh, okay. So this is why I shared a little bit of a chuckle. Anyway, so like after 30 seconds, I'm just brushing off the excess, and then it just leaves the under eye area nice and highlighted. And then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills medium to tan contouring kit, and I'm taking the bottom row in the middle, that color. I'll leave the color listed down below because I don't know what it is from the top of my head. But I'm just going in with the Benefit contouring brush that came with the hoola, and I'm just contouring her cheeks. And then for blush, I use the Benefit Cosmetics Plum blush, and I just applied that to the apples of her cheeks. And then I'm just setting the eyelids with one of the matte shades from the kit. I'm pretty sure it was the one on the right at the top. And then I'm filling in her brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, and I used the shade Granite, which is the bottom row in the middle. And then just using the same concealer as before, the shade number 30, and I'm just using that on a concealer brush to make her brows a little bit more defined. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and setting her brows. Then going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, I'm taking Dipping in Gold, I think. Yep, Dipping in Gold, and I'm just using that on the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush. I feel like this whole tutorial is going to be Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I just absolutely love her stuff, and I'm just highlighting her face, as you can see. Then for her transition shade, I'm using the MakeupGeek Cosmetics Creme Brûlée, and I'm just running that through her crease. And then I'm using ABH Hot Chocolate, and I'm just using that to define her outer V's, and I'm just slowly building this up to get like a blended sort of color. Like, I didn't want to go straight in with like a really dark color, so I'm just slowly and gradually building the color up to a nice dark brown. I literally sometimes don't even understand myself when I'm talking. Then taking MakeupGeek Shimma Shimma, and I'm just using that on a eyeshadow packing brush. I sprayed my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus so I can get the most out of the pigment, and then I'm just placing that on the inner corner of her eyes. And then just taking the same blending brush as we used earlier, I'm just using that to blend everything seamlessly together. So now just going in with Hot Chocolate again, and I'm just placing that on the outer V's to make it a little bit more darker and smoky. So for liner, I like to use the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in black. And I'm just using that on a Sigma winged liner brush, and what I like to do first is go over the lash line before I do the wing. I'm going to set up like a little how-to winged liner next, so I've zoomed everything up, so I hope I explain everything as easy as possible. Okay, so for winged liner, I get the client to look straight ahead, I map out the wing, then I get the client to close, and then I connect everything together. I find that it's so much easier to do winged liner on other people when their eyes are open. I get them to open quite a few times throughout just so I can see exactly what it's going to look like, as opposed to doing the wing when the eyes are shut the whole time, because then it may look good when the eyes are shut, but then when you open it, it could look really, really bad. Like, you know how sometimes eyeliner can bend when you open it if you don't do it right? Well, this is just like a way that I found works for me every single time, so I hope that helped you guys. And then for mascara, I'm using the PONi Cosmetics White Night Mascara on a disposable mascara wand. Heaps of you guys always ask me where I get them from. I just get them from eBay. Just type in disposable mascara wands and you should be able to find them. They're super cheap and they're amazing. So for lashes, I just used the Ardell Demi Whispies because I didn't find that the Model Rock ones that I had fitted her eye shape or looked as natural as these ones did. She didn't really want anything dramatic because she never really wears makeup anyways. So I thought that these lashes would be absolutely perfect for the look. And then to smoke out her lower lash line, I'm just using the Hot Chocolate shade by ABH. And I'm just using that on a tapered eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using that to blend her waterline out. I didn't put any black or anything in there. I kept it blank just to keep the look a little bit more simple. And then for lips, I went with Brave by MAC, and then I just put a clear MAC lip gloss over the top. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me. And if you have any more client requests, make sure you leave a comment below because I want to do heaps more client tutorials on my channel. Thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!